What up? Peace, 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 man. Hope all's well with y'all, man. Hope all's well with y'all. Who's watching, man. May the Most High, your house shall be with y'all, man. You know, grant and increase everything y'all do. Hope y'all thriving. You know, and just keep it going. Wish y'all brothers and or sisters who's watching, anybody's watching, much success, man. But before I get that, man, I just want to go into scripture, man. I'm just reading, of course, always in Ecclesiasticus, in Sirach as well, man. And last time I went into, just certain scriptures, like, last video I did about, not being confident in the plain way not, just being, watch how you move, whether wherever your environment is, whether you in the, deepest slums of the hood, or the ghetto, or you at or you live in the suburbs, man. That's why I basically said, watch how you move, because anything can happen, anything can transpire at any moment, man. Anything can pop off at any moment. That's why the scriptures tell us to, us be circumspect, be wise as serpents, and be involved. Be aware of our surroundings, basically, man. Be aware of that. Walk circumspectly. Watch how you move. Walk with wisdom. Even the Proverbs, when it said, "Prudent man, foreseeth things, and he remove himself, or foreseeth evil and remove himself, man." But that was just a scripture that's went into my experiences in my life. Things I've been through, things I been through, and I just want to read another scripture. That was really stuck out to me. I was like, wow, this is in the scriptures. Of course, this is good advice and it's good, it's good wisdom. But this is, I want to get it real quick. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 32 and verse 11. It says, "Rise up betimes and be not the last, but get thee home without delay." So yeah, what this is going into basically is going into, if you're at a gathering, or you out like now, or now if you like, say, if you're at a bar, at a party, or at a social event or whatever. Basically, be the first one there and be the last one. Be one of the first one there, but don't be the last one to go. Or get there pretty early, or get there whatever time you plan to, but be the first one to bounce, man. That's something even before I came to this knowledge. Like my parents, my mom always used to, tell me, and even other my parents, my mom, dad, they used to tell me, when we, because I used to go, say if we went to a party, or we go to concerts, or be a party, concert, social event, gathering, or a block party, wherever. It's always be like one of the first ones there, or get there like midway, or don't, or you could be the first ones there if you want to, but if you get whatever time you want to get there. If you want to get there early, cool. If you want to get there like mid, like almost like not too early, but in the middle, that's cool. But if you want to show up there a little late, depending on what you want to do, good. But always be the first one to bounce, man. And that's what the scripture is going into, because I was reading it in the Bible Hub last night, and it said that. I was like, damn. I'm just reflecting on that, because I was like, wow, man, that's crazy, because that's like part of my experiences, man. And this is wisdom. This is coming from the scriptures, man. Don't be the last home without delay, because that's usually when in other translations in the Bible Hub, and it said don't be the last one. Just don't linger around. Say if you're at the bar, or at a party, or concert, or whatever you at, or whatever social event, or if you don't go to those things, like whatever social event you're at, don't be the last one there, because usually that's when shit always pop off, and that's what always happened. When I would be at before I came to this knowledge, that's what will happen pretty much. If you stayed there too late, that's when fights usually break out, people drinking, shots firing, all types of things happening, man. So that's why in the previous chapter it goes into, in the latter part, it's going into when wine, or people getting drunk, that leads to fighting, that leads to strife and debate, and that leads to bloodshed and stuff like that, man. So that's why. But I'm gonna read this again. Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach. It says, "Rise up betimes and be not the last, but get thee home without delay," man. So yeah, man, that's something my parents always taught me, like, when y'all go there, listen, man, if you go there, y'all get there, enjoy yourself, but yeah, I'm going to be there, just meet me here, because I don't linger around, or if they wasn't going to come, You know, just if I'd say if I was out with my brother, my cousins, whatever, they say, all right, y'all, we had a set time to go, man, because that's when usually the stuff pop off, the shit pops off after that, man. That's why it's even in the previous chapters, it goes into that. It goes into how people at social events or gatherings when whatever social gathering you're at, like I said, party, concerts, sports game, whatever social function, whatever you at, man, don't be the last to be there, man. Don't linger around, because that's when stuff pops up. Especially nowadays, we read about that stuff all the time. We read about stuff at the craziest type of events, like people getting killed and stuff like that. But it's all still prophecy, man. Like uh, unfolding, man, how the world will just go colder and colder. The level of many shall wax cold, and they'll get evil by the day, man. So that's why, it's really not shocking to see these stories, but it is to a degree, then it's not, because you gotta realize this is written. But it's like, wow, like damn, man, like people, you could be doing anything, and or you could read about a shooting here, or you could be at crazy. You could be at like CVS or Rite Aid, something like in your mind. You could really like sometimes like something really could pop off here. You never know, man. So that's why in the last video I went into not confident in a plain way. But I was really gonna get back to this though. Yeah, man. But whatever social gathering that you're at, or like whether it be a movie or concert, party or sports game, whatever, man. Don't be the last one. This wasn't from scripture. This wasn't from the Bible saying don't be the last one to get there, man. Because usually that's when the shit always pops up, man. That was something that was always taught to me. That's why I'm doing this video, because it was like really, really key and really like stood out, man. Because I was like, damn, that's something that my parents used to always tell me, parents my family used to tell me growing up, man. They used to say, yo, don't be the last when y'all get there, because especially grow up here in Philly, and especially even all y'all brothers that grew up where y'all grew up at. I'm pretty sure, not only just where I grew up at, I'm pretty sure where y'all grew up at, it was the same way, man. It was like, don't, because something about to pop off, niggas been drinking, or, something going on, the spirit ain't right, or, you could read shit, man. That happened plenty of times in my life, man. It happened plenty of times where I was like, something's about to happen here, man. Something's about to pop off. I got a feeling something's about to pop off, man. You can read the spirits, read the energy of the environment there. So, but it's important that you go out and do whatever y'all do and do enjoy yourself. But remember, man, don't just linger around, man. Don't be the last one to leave, because that's when things usually happen, especially we hear about it all the times, in online, in the news. This shooting happens in movie theaters or bars or something like that, man. It's wisdom from the scripture saying that, man. I was inspired to do this video, man, because this is something that was always taught to me, and it's something that I experienced growing up, man. So it's just crazy how it's just like this goes into scripture just goes into experience, man. Like it's a lot of my life experiences, things I've been through in my life, man. This is key, because this was really something. This scripture right here, this was even something that was always said to me, like growing up, man. So yeah, man, I'm gonna read this one more time. I don't got the Oxford, man, but it says, "Rise up," Ecclesiastes chapter, or also known as Sirach chapter 32, verse 11. It says, "Rise up at times, and be not the last, but get thee home without delay." Yeah, man. So we'll get thee home without delay, man. There's no one time. All right, dap your peoples up and balance, man. That's it, man. Like the scripture even saying, even inside, right? Mind the time. Basically, even though it's going something else, but mind the time around certain things, man. It's all right, bet. Dab up and just balance, man. That's it, man. Because anything can pop off at any moment, man. So it's still like that, and that's even still like that's why we got walk circumspectly. Still we got still be accountable for certain things, man. I gotta be like me accountable for certain things, because then when anything pops off, it's like, all right, even if it's kind of not your fault, it's still your fault in a sense, because it's like, all right, bet I gotta be more aware of my surroundings, man. Even though something could happen to me, or something does happen to me, even though it might not been always your fault, but you always gotta blame yourself for situations, man. Say if I go in the alley somewhere, or at a little small block, at 11 or some 12 at night, man, and I get jumped, man, and it's not necessarily it is my fault that I got jumped, because I shouldn't have been there. I could have chosen another way, or or the fact that why I shouldn't have been jumped. Brothers, they shouldn't have jumped me, or whoever the party is shouldn't have jumped me, but it's still my fault, because I should have been more wise. I should have been better. I should have been at I should have went another way. I should have chose a safer way, man, because always gotta be accountable, man. Always gotta be accountable, man. Definitely, man. So it's easier said than done, but because it's easy, me myself, man, easier to point fingers and blame, but it's like, but no, you still gotta be accountable. Certain things, with certain things pop off, or certain things transpire, man, because stuff in the past, that might have been done to me, because I got jumped in the past, but it's still, even though it's still my fault, though. It's still my fault with certain things that happened, or I've been situations with I ain't gonna get into all situations I've been in, but yeah, man. But basically, man, this is why scripture's so important, man, especially with social gatherings, wherever you at, because yeah, man, this don't be the last, man, because that's when shit pops off. You can read the spirits, read the energy of the room, read the spirits of the rooms. All right, yeah, this ain't right. And I'm a bounce, man, because I'm pretty sure y'all had that feeling like y'all been to this, social gathering, party, block party, whatever, concert, movie, whatever y'all been to, and y'all felt the spirit of the room, right? The energy of the environment is all right. Yeah, you dab the people up and bounce, man, because you already knew what was gonna happen. Or sometimes you might have caught up and did the opposite of the scripture, and stayed around, lingered around, laughing, and joking, just trying to, even though some trying to see the girls or something like that, like say if you had party, linger around, then some shit pop off. So that's what our scripture says. What it says, man. That's where I get the home without delay, man. So yeah, man, I don't mean to keep rambling, but it's just bringing back the memories and thoughts, and just going off of experiences, man. Because when I read the scripture, I laughed to myself. I'm like, wow, man. This is actually in the scriptures, man. It's not only just a course of wisdom that's applied in the world and in regular life, but this is actually in the Bible. This is written by, Sirach, one of the wisest man, to ever walk the earth, man. So, and it's something my parents taught me. I'm sure y'all brothers or sisters that's watching, parents or family taught y'all, man. So, or loved ones for that matter, taught y'all growing up. So, yeah, man, definitely, man. So, yeah, man, hopefully this is edifying, man. I just wanted to go through this, touch on this, man, because this was kind of going into, personal experiences that I had, man. It's just like the last y'all did, man. It's like, excuse me, I like when certain, reading certain scriptures is bringing me back to the time, like, in my life that, wow, I lived that, or, wow, this really happened to me. Wow, this is where I messed up here. Wow, this is where I went off at. This is where I was wrong at, or this is like my experience. I lived this. I lived out the scripture, man. This scripture was told to me, even though it might not was said to me how the scripture was written, but it was said to me, and it's saying the same things, man. So I kind of like that, man. So yeah, man, I'm out, man. I'm stop rambling because I don't like keep talking too much, but hopefully it's edifying for y'all, man. So peace.